All right, so I'm really excited about this. I've started doing these dance reactions. And so what I mean by dance reactions is different than the song reactions that you see when people play a song they've never heard and like, oh my gosh, this song's the greatest. It's not quite that. These are actually dance clips that I have seen. These are dance clips. They're more from people I know most of the time. Old and new clips that I find interesting, or they're friends that I love what they do, and sort of talking about what they're doing, how I was affected by what they're doing. And in this case, this is a friend that I'm going to be focusing on, although there's a few people in the clip. And for this clip, just so you know, I will put a link. Well, I actually can't put a link in this case because this particular piece of video that I'm going to be showing you is from a stage show that I created with a gentleman named Danny Sistone and collaborated with the group called the Groovaloos. We all came together and put together this show, which was really a heartfelt piece based on the true story of our group. And so it's a little clip from that, so I can't actually show you the link because we don't release that yet. But anyways, this is for my boy Flipz. If you know Bboy Flipz, he's a legendary b-boy. He's from Florida. He was in the Skill Methods crew. He's really responsible, or he really helped to launch a lot of another generation of b-boys into TV commercials and films because he came with his amazing head spins and his flipping ability. And then we connected. He became part of the Groovaloos many years ago. A fun guy. He's a spokesperson. Does a lot of great stuff. But this today, the reason I started this clip is that he just got married. Flipz and Kelley got married this past weekend, whenever this posts, but you'll check it out. So congratulations, Flipz. This is sort of a different thing. I'm gonna be jabbing on you a little bit as if I was at the wedding, giving you a little hard time, but just sharing a few things on this clip. So let's dive into this. If you like this kind of stuff, me reacting to dance videos, let me know in the comments and subscribe, all that good stuff. But let's do it. So this piece right now, this is part of a clip from a scene in our show, and our show is based on true story. So we took this factory scene, which represented Po 1, where he worked. Po 1 in this version was played by Cloud, and then in this part of this scene, I wanted to share with you some of Flipz's stuff that he does. This funny side of Flipz that maybe you don't know, for those that see him as sort of a serious host, dancing hard and b-boying and all that stuff and producing and all those things he does. This is the side of Flipz that you might gather. So it starts off with B-boy Luigi that's got this water bottle taking a break at work. Everything's supposed to be serious. Flipz is behind the box in the middle there between Lindsay and J-Rock. And then Luigi's starting to mess around, and then Flipz joins in on the fun. This stuff was not difficult to pull out of Flipz. Actually, we practiced that pass off a few times. Let's see, but that kind of stuff here. This is Beast Mode and Luigi doing a little duo. Flipz, the loudest one on stage at all times. And so this is stuff that when we workshop this, when we were workshopping this together, Flipz is just loud, and he's just in a great way. And at rehearsal, he's the one that's bouncing around the whole stage floor. Actually, at some points, we're all trying to get him to keep quiet, but we love it. And so we were looking for ways within the show to show the side of him that would fit within the scene. So now we continue, and he's just going to take it a little further. Yeah, he can do it. In his street busking days, he'd flip over, 5 guys in the street. So, and here comes the boss. That's Stilo, B-boy Stilo, catching him in the act. So now, Cloud, who's playing Po 1, plays some music. He's trying to get accustomed, get some friends, get in the community, hoping the boss, who Stilo's playing, yes, the boss, he likes it. Now, this part of the show, this was a time when everybody was really tired, and I'm not too tired, but I remember this routine wiped them out. This was a very tiring b-boy routine. Now Flipz is up at the top. Flipz is at the top level. And Cloudy's playing Po 1 is sort of acting like he doesn't quite know what's going on. And there's Stilo as the boss being the clown at the front. Flipz is at the top. I say right here, in not every show, because he couldn't do it all the time, but you notice Flipz was at the top level. Well, in a number of the shows, he would actually stay at the very top and flip off the top level into the middle, where he's right now flipping from the side because he had to save his ankles and his knees and his feet because he couldn't flip all the time. But, you know, that was Flipz. He'd say, I'm going to the top. Actually, the first time he did it, we were like, Flipz, don't do it. And it's like, don't do it. Flipz, no, he's flipping from the top. Anyways, here he comes. Yeah, he's clowning it up, clowning it up. Come on, guys. These guys work so hard in this show, man. It was like, oh, this beat you're hearing, this is by B-Boy Wicked. Oh, man. To the end, to the end. Ah, I love that thread. Flipz at the top, take it home. Boom. So yeah, it was pretty wild. So Flipz would flip from the top. I hope this gives you a little flavor, but I wanted to say a few things. So the song, the track, so obviously in the Groovaloos there's about, gosh, over time, 40 plus members. And then there's more active members, and it depends what we're doing. But in this scene, as I mentioned, Stilo was playing the boss. Always just hilarious. His characters, he just was so amazing at that. Luigi was another b-boy in this, who also was playing the role of Rainin, b-boy Rainin, in some of the other scenes in the other show. Beast Mode was doing DJ 5, b-boy 5 we called him, and then there's Cloud, of course. But also Wicked, b-boy Wicked. If you know Wicked, check him out. He actually did the track that they're dancing to. That was his track. Always liked that track. And actually, of course, b-boy Wicked, he's been in the show. He's done this part. Venom's been in the part. All so many great b-boys that are part of the Groovaloos greater family have done this section. So Flipz, I'm glad you and Kelley tied the knot there. Flipz is a guy that now, Kelley, if you're watching this, you know what you're in for. He's focused. He's a neat freak. He's a powerhouse, but he's also as silly as can be, crazy in a good way. Always brought a lot of personality and just ready to have a good time and just let himself go and bring everything he could. So hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see more of that, I'll do more. And I appreciate you checking out this reaction to a section of Groovaloo from me, Shoes of the Groovaloos. All right, later. Bye. Peace. Keep grooving.